Hi, how are you today? I hope you are having a wonderful day. As you know, the House of Victory, we have been providing for you these wonderful daily devotion, and we are on week 3. So excited that you are here with us today. You could be anywhere in virtual land, but you decided to visit us. So I'm so excited to have you here. So welcome to the House of Victory Ministries, daily devotion led by Pastor Lewis Keys. I am Dr. Lauren Russell Smith. I serve as an elder for the House of Victory. So we're going to go ahead and just dive into today's word, okay? So day one, we're going to talk about the foundation of faith. Foundation of faith. What does that look like? What does that feels like? So scriptures, we're going to go to Hebrews 11:1, and we're going to go from the King James Version. Hebrews 11:1. And it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Imagine building a house, right? You can't see the full house from the beginning, but you trust that the blueprint and the builders have everything set in stone. Faith works just like that. We may not see the results or the outcome right away, but our trust in God is the foundation that carry us through everyday seasons. And my grandmother used to always have this saying, just because you don't see God working doesn't mean that he's not working. Just because you don't feel things changing does not exactly mean that they are changing. Think about areas in your life where you're struggling to see the outcomes. Write them down. Ask yourself, am I trusting in the blueprint God has for me, even if I can't see the results yet? Commit today to lay down your fear and trust God is working even when it's unseen. Faith is the foundation of our Christian faith and our walk with God. You can't see God, right? But you know he's there. That's exactly, let's say, the example of the wind, right? The wind, it blows, it moves. You see the wind blow trees down. You see wind create tornadoes. You see wind pass down leaves down the street. You can feel it, right? But you can't see it. You just know that it's there, right? And it's always there, but you only see it when it's activated, right? So the wind is there, but you only feel, sometimes it can be a cool breeze, or if you have shingles in your home, you feel it, you hear the wind, right? You feel the wind, but you can't visibly see the wind, right? So in this season of your life, I want to encourage you, just because you can't physically see it, you know that faith foundation I'm seeing as you're building that house, or as we talked about in the illustration of building a home, you have the foundation laid, the concrete, right? And then they throw up the frame of the house, and then you have the drywall, but you don't see the installation. You don't see all the piping and the gas line and the electricity that goes into it. But all these things are prepping you, and they are molding you for the foundation of faith, right? Faith. How much can we challenge our faith this season, especially as we're in the third quarter of the year? I want you to challenge yourself that, listen, I don't care what it looks like. I'm going to end the year strong. I'm going to end the year strong, because faith is the substance of things hoped for. That means I'm hoping for these things. I believe it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know it's going to happen. And it's the evidence of things not seen. I don't see it now, but I'll see it soon. I may not see it tomorrow, but I'll see it soon. So be encouraged today, knowing that all things work together for the good of them that love Lord. Let your foundation of faith be strong. Believe in who God is. And I always like to do the faith journal. Like, remind yourself of moments in your life where God moved in a way where you couldn't see him. You didn't see him. As you journal, you didn't see him. You didn't know how you were going to move. And I like to go back and say, Lord, you did it then. I remember when I was in college and I didn't have any financial aid and I didn't have a scholarship, but some kind of way, you laid on the counselor's heart, and the counselor all of a sudden gave you a scholarship that you didn't even apply for. Remember those moments where you were sick and you didn't know what it was going to look like, you didn't know what the doctor results was, and all of a sudden things start working together. So in those moments sometimes that we have doubt, make sure that we strengthen our faith. And how we strengthen our faith is we strengthen our faith by reminding ourselves of what God has already done. And if he did it before, he will definitely do again. You guys be blessed. Have a faith-filled day. And remember, everything that you need is in the house.